Hello beautiful beings, it's Denise. Once again, I started a trend with myself because I had to pretty much do every one I had of my wells. But this is from the last video. This is the one, and I did put Mod Podge on this well. And as you can see, it did kind of dull it. And I wanted to give you some advice. Once you put the Mod Podge on here, clean your brush before you go to the next color because the glitter will stick to the glue. And here's the other one we made with the pearls and some of the long glass beads, sea beads, whatever you want to call them, in sequins. And I got another idea because I found something else. I was looking for things for black. And this one, I just put the little white beads from Walmart, glass beads, and then I let it dry. I did put beads on his water spout. Doesn't look too bad, but I wanted to use these micro beads. Recollection micro beads. And I think I found a way so they don't bounce, but first I'm gonna add the glue. This. I'm just going to make sure it goes in the corners after we put it sides. And I think if we use a lot of glue, we won't have to put Mod Podge to seal them on top. But that's your preference if you want to. Because I think they'll hold if you use a bunch of glue. I just want to smear this to the edges. Because I want them to stick in the edges. And I might add some sequins in there too. And a couple beads. I don't know yet. I did go around the edges with elongated, we'll call them elongated beads. See them right down the edges. And I can't get the glue in there, so I'm gonna take this off and use the toothpick to get it in here. So I stick and move this up here into the corners so they stick very well. And around the eye, because I want them to not come off. And I think I'm going to do this live with you guys instead of behind the scenes, but I think I found a way to get it so the micro beads don't bounce. So we're going to try it, see if it works. Like I said, I want to put a lot of glue so they stick good. So I don't have to put Mod Podge and seal them. Alright. Where's my... Now I lost my cloth. Seriously? I didn't know where I put it. But that was the plan. Here it is. I'm going to put the micro beads in here. And then we're going to gently pour them out and see if this makes a difference. I'm going to close this end so they don't fall out. I don't know if I should move anything. I've never done this before, but it just came upon me. You probably can't see what I'm doing, but... Alright, and then, see if this works. We're going to gently put them in here. Oh, it is working. That's awesome. Because they do like to bounce. Whoop. They do like to bounce. See? Now we're going to roll this so some move up to the edges and around. Still makes a mess, but I got this. If I can even, I should put more cloth underneath. Just trying to show you. roll it again on a tail. And then I'm gonna take the paper and slowly fold it. Maybe it's too big of a piece of paper, but okay. I got most of them without a mess, which is really good. And I still need some in there, so I'm going to put some more in a cloth. It kind of worked quite well. That made way less of a mess. Let's see if you can see what I'm doing here. Just knocking them in there, because we still want some right in his tail. There we go. And then again, make sure all the little corners, but don't fall out. Let's get him off of there. He's adding weight. He's adding weight. There. That worked quite well. I'm going to dip this in paint. Add the ones that are on the table, like so. I might put a couple sequences in there because I'm not going to keep trying that out and have it fail. No. Did I get them all? That was quite easier, actually. That was quite easier. All right, let's shake this up a little bit. Yeah, I want to get the loose ones. I want to get the loose ones. Yeah, that was a great idea, and I'm glad it wasn't a fail. And we learned that together. It's windy here. I got the back door open. It's nice and breezy. All right, I'm gonna, maybe beads. No, I don't want beads. Still got other ones working around here. Maybe we'll do a couple sequins in there. Like, where the spots there. I don't know if I can fit that in there. So I got the mica beads. So we're gonna go sideways and try to push it in like that in the corner. His nose. Take another one. Push it in there. Make sure the beads are all pushed to the side, because I don't want them to fall out. Nope, we're gonna have to move them over. I'm gonna have to move them over like this, and then put the sequins in there, like so. I think that turned out well, even though I do want a couple more in there. Just a couple. And his tail. We'll push them down in the glue so we know they won't fall out. There's kind of a spot there too. But that worked just great. It did, it did. I'm gonna take the, when it's not wet, kind of push those in there. And test it again and see if any fall out. A couple did, that's okay. Just pick them up, throw them in there. Maybe. Maybe. All right. Then we're going to move on to the next one. I got this one I did in the last video. All I did was add a bead up here to cover the hole. And a bead there and there in his tail, and then those long beads right there, put on his tail. And for this one, maybe I should get that paper. Yeah, definitely. Just in case we're done with those, we're going to use Recollections Ebony black sequins, and these are bigger sequins. And I don't have, I didn't put the thing around, so hopefully this goes okay. But when I did glue these down, those long ones, I did take some and put in the glue that was gaping out of the sides. Just so I didn't have to try to do it later. So we're gonna put glue down and then pour them on there. And we're gonna use a lot, because I'm hoping if we use a lot, that will make it so we don't have to seal these. But we'll find out together. If we'll have to seal them when they're completely dry. I'll just take them and turn them upside down and drop them on the paper to see if anything comes off, because especially if you make magnets out of these, just put a magnet on the back of them. You don't want stuff falling if they get knocked off of the fridge or wherever you're putting them. But I think if you put enough glue, they will be fine. I'm putting more here so I can push it in those corners. My glue's getting empty. I need to fill it. And we're gonna just there, there, there. Again, I'm putting it thick so I can push it against the pearls. There we go. All right. I got this backup paper in case these go all flying, but I don't think they will because I even have a sprinkler on this one. Here we go. Perfect. Perfect. And then I'd wait 10 minutes and then you can push them into the glue before it's completely starting to harden. This is why I paint the items so the black shows through in case we miss a spot. Did want some up here, so I'm going to grab where the pearl's already dry. Put some up there. Shaking is better. But as I said, I got those two pieces of paper underneath to catch so I can put it back in the container and not have it all over my mat. Alright, come on. If I hold it like that, they'll hit different. That about covers it. Alright, here's that one, shimmer. Let's think about not sealing it because I would like the shimmer. And this was shimmering like that until I put the Mod Podge. I mean, it still is, but not as much. And it is a different And then I'm going to turn it over because I don't want those on the white. They should come out because there's no glue there. And later on I could just knock whatever's left in there because there's no glue. They should come right out. Yeah. There we go. It's all good. All right, now I have a treat for you. I did blue well. I couldn't resist. I know my favorite color is blue. I just have more beads in blue. So I'm gonna try to put glue in. Oh, and I did these around the edges. These are chunky glitter from Recollections. I took these and I just put them up in the edges in case, because I wanted the edges covered so when I put the beads down you'd see them behind. Okay, so I'm gonna take the glue and just put it kind of like where those aren't. This. Doesn't matter if I cover them up. And some are even sticking. They aren't dry yet. And I can push the beads up where I want to. But I want to use lots of glue because I want to try to get away with not sealing it. See, and they're stuck to the glue, so let's just turn that in there like that and get them off. All right. I kind of want to just dump the beads, but I know some colors are going to stick to the same place, and I kind of want them all over the place. This. These are from Dollar Tree. They came all together. Sea beads, glass beads, whatever you want to call them. Alright, I think I got enough of these ones. So I'm going to take them out. I want some more of these ones randomly. Put them down. Oh, I can't put you any further down. I don't want any more of those. I'm just going to try there, like this, just to save time. And you can always just go and put them where you like. But for time on the video, the last video was like 40 some minutes long, and that was quite long. So I'm just gonna move around, push it down gently. That one's a purplish color. I don't want that one in there. So we'll get that one out of there. I got one more color. I did. Need some glue up there. Oh, here, just take this off like this and stick it in there. Edge. Yeah, there's not enough glue on the edges. Right there. I forgot to put it there. And there's one covering its eye. Oh, that one's stuck there. Actually did. Oh, there's a gem in there. Ah, that don't belong in there. And you get the idea. Just kind of want to keep adding while the glue's still wet, because if I wait till after, there we go. Just add these tiny ones. And there you have it. People that like blue, gently push them in there. People that like blue should love this one. Now, this other one I wanted to show you. I just had to. I know how much people like pink, and I just had to. Those are my neighbors. They weren't out when I started, but now they're out, but that's okay. Okay, now I'm gonna take some glue, put it up here. Here I just took the chunky glitter from Recollections and I did around the edges. And I'm gonna make this stick again. Plus I wanted to get in there in this towel. All right. Smear this all in here. Go. There we go. Wipe off my glue. All right, here we go. Pink, randomly. And I wanted to add some of these chunky glitter on my towel before I put the beads in there. Like so. Some up on the edges. I left them to show you how to do that. But I usually do that before the glue, while it's wet, when I, like if I would have put these beads in, those long ones. Just to mix it up with the beads. Oh, these ones, need some up in there. And you can always put these down before you put those long beads down too. Just wanted to show you how to do that on the edges. I mean, it's not rocket science, but some people like to be shown stuff. So I thought I'd show you. All right, I'm gonna wipe my toothpick off and go back to the beads. Pick them up and drop them. This time, there's a couple big ones in there. I want them scattered throughout. These are smaller beads, or I just put them in one by one. But that would take forever with these smaller ones, so. Now, do I have the colors incorporated I want before I dump these? I think I do. Just gonna, might want to get some of those bigger ones out now. Put one right there. I don't have many of them. Mix these pretty handily. They're so tiny. It's probably gonna pick them up. Big one and put up here. There's not a big one on the tail. I just need a couple in there. I mean, you can seal these with Mod Podge. You've seen me do it with the seahorses, so it won't affect it. I don't think at all. But the glitter, that's what I was worried about. Because it did down the glitter effect. It did. Just incorporate them in there gently. Push around. Don't have any over here by the nose. So let's get some in there. Roll the ones that are loose, 2 spots that are empty. These over here need to go in there. And there you have it. A pink whale. And I did cut the water spout off this one. There you go. I have a black one. Finished black one. Not dry, but I'll take a picture and upload it for the video. I'll probably move out so you can see them better. They'll look better after they're dry. Hope you enjoyed the video. Please like and subscribe and share with anybody that you think may like it. Have a great everything.